Welcome to Gail's Kitchen. Today we're making candied sweet potatoes. This is one of my favorite side dishes for the holidays. I've just baked up a batch of fresh sweet potatoes. All you do is take a knife or fork and prick the sweet potato a couple times. Leave the skin on. Obviously you want to wash them first. And then you bake them at 400 degrees for about an hour. All ovens are different, so just check them. And if you can stick your knife in or fork in there and see that went all the way through, they're done. And you see the peeling, or the skin just peels right off. And this is actually much easier after they cool completely. So you're just simply going to slice these in about inch rings. And then I like to cut them in half. For this recipe, you can also use canned sweet potatoes. And what you want is a 40-ounce can drained. And let's put these on the cutting board. And I like to take these pieces and quarter them. Now you can see the difference between a fresh baked sweet potato and one that has been canned. This recipe is great with either one. So I'm going to use a mixture of both. These sweet potatoes were given to me by my brother and sister-in-law. We actually picked these up in the field that was harvested, and the farmer allows people to go pick up the ones that are laying on the ground. So these are relatively small sweet potatoes. So smaller sweet potatoes are going to cook a little faster. I'm going to add these into our dish. And I'm going to end up with about 4 cups, but I'm putting a few extra sweet potatoes in just because I adore sweet potatoes. We're going to get a saucepan and we're going to add all of our ingredients to candy our sweet potatoes. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of Karo syrup. You can use light syrup or dark syrup. You could cut this from 1/2 to 1/4 and add 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup, and that would really give it a different flavor. 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're just going to stir this over low heat until our butter melts and everything's dissolved and nice and smooth. That took about 2 to 3 minutes. And we just pour this over that because I think sweet potatoes and pecans go together like peas and carrots. I usually sprinkle 1/4 to 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, and I usually toast my pecans first. So just chop them and sprinkle them over. This makes about 4 to 6 servings, and this is easily doubled, and you can place that into a 9x13 pan. I've put a few extra sweet potatoes. It's usually about 3 cups. I've put closer to 4 cups of sweet potatoes just because I don't like my food as sweet as most recipes. So let's put this in the oven at 350 for half an hour. When we remove it, it's going to be so bubbly and divine. This is one of those easy, quick side dishes that is so satisfying that you'll want to include in all of your holiday get-togethers.